philosophy degree. Why we're all here, what's it all about?
More like what exists, what doesn't exist, how do we know whether it exists or not, things like that.
Useful for police work?
No, not really. Except maybe teaching you to think.
And the 2-year gap in your CV around the time of your A-levels?
Gap year.
Fiona Griffiths. Do you have any questions for me?
Questions? No. I mean, I want to move to major crimes. I don't have any questions about that.
Janet?
What is your emergency?
You need give me.
I can't understand you, caller.
They're dead. They're dead.
Who's dead?
Doris Bobati Daritis.
Caller? Are you there, caller? I can't understand.
Griffiths.
Bastard. Oh, God, no, not you. You're not a bastard.
I mean, you don't look like one.
Bastard thieving. Wish he'd go and drown himself. Bastard boring Henry. Excuse me?
It's Lithuanian, apparently. From a pay-as-you-go mobile, so the number's untraceable.
The street's condemned. It's just squats, drug dealers, and back alleys where the Toms take their clients.
Okay, Janet Mancini, not Lithuanian. 28, prostitute.
Vice have had no contact for a year, boss. They thought she'd given up.
Okay, query ex-prostitute, heroin addict, no query there, given the needle sticking out of her neck, except...
That needle was the only evidence of any Class A drugs in the premises. JSU found no other works, no spoons, no foil, no heroin.
Neighbours?
Ah, she kept herself to herself.
So successfully that nobody knew she had a child in there. Right, I don't want to get ahead of the PME this afternoon, but it looks like this little girl was picked up by the neck and thrown against the wall. Right. I saw the size of that unfinished job. You dropped the file on my foot.
I've just got to get the sums to add up.
Just?
I can knock the Penry case off at home at night in my own time. Multitasking. Ask anyone I'm famous for it. So, as of today, don't I work for you?
Sarge, 5 years old, in a reception class at Maypole Primary. He didn't miss it because of the school holidays.
That's on the other side of town.
It's where social services has them living. Newton Drive.
I went to a burglary up there once. Quite nice it is. Lovely views. You can see all the way to Bristol on a clear day.
Do you want me to look into her finances, Sarge? I'm quite good at finances. Quite good at lots of things nobody else wants to do.
OK, there's credit cards in her handbag. It's not hers, obviously.
The school's got photos, so she don't.
Yeah, get on up there, Ellie.
She looks so peaceful, don't you think? It's not peaceful, it's resigned. Like, this is just the way it is. Alive, dead, makes no difference to her.
Still bloody dead, though, isn't she? Her and that little girl. Or did you miss that bit?
DC Griffiths, Cardiff Police Force. I'm investigating a murder.
Just thought they must have gone on holiday or something.
You were friendly.
Not in each other's pockets.
OK, it's just if we can get a key, you wanted to break anything.
Sorry.
Sarge! That was a dead man's credit card. Brendan Rattigan, he's dead.
Yes. His Lear jets went down the Bristol Channel 6 months ago. The shipping boss, remember? It's all over the news.
Yeah, no, I knew the name.
Liar.
Well, he's got no previous. Not from a lorry load of fixed penalty notices. Motor vehicles, wearing a seatbelt, 1993. Anyway, listen, the car was cancelled, but then 3 weeks ago, someone used it to try to pay the council tax on his house.
Who said you could leave the office?
I'm using my initiative.
Don't do that. Not in the murder job. Well done.
It's company card, sir. New lighthouse, open brackets, import, export, close brackets. So I got Mrs. Rattigan's address and I'm just up there now.
Lesson 1, DC Griffiths.
Okay, you're going to say that I've already completed the action assigned, so all I need to do is write an officer's report and enter it onto Holmes 2. But you see, the thing is, out on division, they just sort of used to let me get on with it.
Yeah, we're not out in division now, Toto.
Can I go inside with you?
We'll leave that to the specialist, eh?
Yeah, but for training purposes.
I'll give you training purposes.
DC Griffiths, Major Crime. Is that where you found your little drawings?
Stuffed on the back. Hundreds of them.
Can I...
Be my guest. It's all forensicated.
Do you close the curtains?
No. Shut night and day, apparently.
You ever think, if I listen hard enough, they'll talk to me? No. Right.
Policeman still getting younger, I see.
Her first murder, first PME. Training purposes. She was a long way from home.
sets his elbow close to the gun. It's just what static mechanisms give away. But he gets surprised.
Just the price. There's no tracks on her arms. No signs of any habitual drug abuse in her flat.
There's evidence. Damage to the hive bone and pretty large amounts of bruising around the punctures.
Pressure on her neck. Someone holding her down.
Indicating a degree of force which might be seen as inconsistent with serial illustration.
Murder by heroin injection.
Well,
Hey,
No sign of any struggle. Not even to protect the child.
hides the child. Should we do her now?
Ladies and gentlemen, E.C. Fiona Griffiths.
Fracture of the larynx, subjacent soft tissue hemorrhage, diastatic skull fracture. Anman was strangled with appreciable force and thrown headfirst into the wall. Initiation test, right?
Might hit you later.
Well, just gonna have to wait until I've talked to a man about a horse, or half a horse. I mean, I know the area was beyond rough, but still. 5 years old and nobody ever heard her crying. Sarge, what was her house like? Janet's real house.
White carpets, white walls, spotless.
Look, it does hit you later.
I'm not afraid of dead people.
Okay. And you fancy a drink after work? With any luck tonight, the lads will be at 3 times before closing time.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Hiya, it's Fiona again.
Still chasing that old case?
Yeah, I know.
All right, you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
The password is JD 1972. So this is how many horses this Penry bloke could have bought, right?
And how many?
1,386.
How many?
Good luck, darling.
Boss wants me to follow up on Brendan Madigan's credit card. Boss wants you to take the notes.
You may not appreciate just how much there was to do after his death.
New Lighthouse was Brendan's company. Most of it was in his head. No shareholders, just
Him firing on all cylinders and us lot running after him to catch up.
He sounds like quite a character.
It's certainly a lot quiet around here without him.
Got a record here of credit card company calling up to let us know someone was trying to use the car.
Where did you say you found it?
She didn't.
Mr. Fletcher, how well did you know your boss?
I'd say we were friends. Yeah.
Do you know if he was in the habit of visiting prostitutes?
Ladies, you've clearly never met Mrs. Ratigan.
Like having a beautiful wife ever stopped a man going over the side? Or is that why you climbed?
That must be important that they've sent you.
Courtesy call, Mr. Penry. Need to wrap up my old cases.
If you want a coffee, you're gonna have to wash up first.
I don't drink coffee, thanks, but if you've got herbal tea. I've got got a final meeting with the CPS next week, after which I expect you'll be charged very quickly. Should I put a light on?
No.
You play that thing?
Looking for a teacher.
May I? £30,000 worth of male menopause out there you hardly ever drive. A piano you can't play. A boat that's clearly never been out to sea. And half a racehorse. You can't even sit on half a racehorse. Totting it all up on my fingers, I make it you've spent about twice as much as you stole, or allegedly stole, to pay your gambling debts. But don't you worry, Detective Inspector Penry. I've got A-level maths.
You got what you came for?
Good. Very good. Okay, carry on.
DC Griffiths.
Oi, I've been studying, waiting to buy you a drink. Celebrate the end of your first shift.
Oh, God, I completely forgot.
Okay, another time.
No, don't move. Where is everyone?
Safety in numbers, is it?
No, of course not. I don't mind one-on-one. I mean...
So this guy stole the money for his half of the resource from a charity for handicapped children.
Some of it.
And he's a Metropolitan Police hero, got shot in the line of duty.
But I can't trace where he got the rest of the money.
And you think that's boring?
Nobody died, Sarge.
Somebody has to die.
Yeah, what's the point? Janet and little Lanwin dead, and you catch the man that did it to them and you put him away forever.
You don't manage it every time. Maybe not even most of the time.
It's all I've ever wanted to do.
Oh, what else I give you there? I've only brought one helmet.
That's fine. Saves me having to think of some lame excuse. I meant about not getting on the back of the bike. I didn't mean...
Tourist.
Last year? That's right. And you decided to come to Cardiff because no one knew you there. No one would ask questions.
No. It was just when I got invalided out of the job, I decided I wanted a fresh start. I'd never even set foot in Wales before. But, you know, I figured I wanted to see where my father grew up. And it was all right. Well, apart from the weather and the beer. But it's a clean slate. New friends, new words for things. Cymru and Beth and all that. New words for things. Cymru and Beth and all that.
Jimmy?
Had enough of you yesterday, miss.
I know. I just got to knock this Penry case on the head.
Shut up a sec.
Two people own a racehorse together. They've got to be friends, Jimmy, right?
Not necessarily. Well, they might never have even met. It could just be an investment in you. Give it all up, love. Run away to the circus. Your dad'll be pleased. He's still your dad, darling.
We met when I went to work for him.
His secretary?
His accountant. Till we married. Then chatelaine of all you survey. It's not something you can really complain about out loud, but being married to a rich man is rather hard work.
So, Mrs. Rattigan, your husband made a lot of money out of his business.
It was his life.
And he spent a good deal of its money on the horses.
His money, not its money. And he wasn't really a gambling man, he just loved horses.
About his co-owners?
My husband didn't need to share.
So you don't know a man called David Penry? Sometimes goes by a codded-up Welsh name, Dafydd ap Penry.
Brendan had a lot of friends.
Mrs. Rattigan, was your sex life with your husband completely normal?
Or is there some other reason he was seeing prostitutes?
Okay, I didn't mean to tread on your toes, boss, but I was pursuing my own case against Penry. He bought racehorses with Rattigan, and it seemed like an appropriate question to ask in the circumstances.
At the right point in the investigation by an experienced member of the team. For Christ's sake, apart from your procedural errors, the woman is a grieving widow.
She's so not grieving.
She's so not bloody happy, and I've got the earache to prove it.
I swear to you, the first emotion she showed was when I asked her about the prostitutes. And that's just because I wasn't telling her anything she didn't already know. And at first I thought, perhaps she's not grieving because she didn't love him.
Where's this getting us exactly?
But then I thought, perhaps she's not grieving because her husband's not actually dead.
We don't do what if.
Well, did they ever find a body?
We do hard evidence on matters relating to the inquiry in hand.
Okay, but what if I just call the Air Accident Investigation Branch?
What if you just simmer down? If you want to stay on this team. I picked you for your intelligence, Fiona. Don't disappoint me now.
Are you familiar with the concept of teamwork?
Fatal accident. Yeah. A Learjet.
Yes, of course I'm familiar with the concept of teamwork.
Ditched in the Bristol Channel 6 months ago.
That is my call. That's my idea.
Brendan Rattigan.
Oh.
Look, the thing you have to understand about any major crime team is that every job generates this mountain of information.
Oh, what? So we all wait to be told what to do in what order while some bastards out there killing women and children?
DCI Jackson's old enough to remember the Yorkshire Ripper inquiry, where women died because the police couldn't organize their way through all the information. That's why we have rules, Fiona, to save lives. Just so you know.
gone to the shops if I'd known.
I don't need feeding.
Personality transplant now, is it? So?
So I went to my first post-mortem.
Oh, love.
Well, it was fine, honestly. Round of applause when I got back to the office and everything. So I managed not to keel over or throw up, I suppose. It's a mother and a little girl. 5 years old. It's the silence that gets you. Silent 5-year-old, it's all wrong. What are you looking at?
I'm not. It's just my face.
You have to stop worrying.
I don't. I'm your mother.
I'm not that sick girl anymore, and I'm never going back there. I'm all better now. Look at me, I'm living on planet normal.
I know you are, love.
If you don't believe it, how can I? DC Griffiths, sorry to bother you so late. Don't then. Anne was only 5, and she sat in her little window seat and she did her drawings, and all I can think is what could have scared her so much that she never opened the curtains.
Anne was like her mother, quiet and pretty and easy to bully. Because Janet was a gentle person, forgiving, was trying to see the best in people. Good mother, a wonderful mother. All the things you wouldn't know if you only saw them on the slab. Must get a hard heart for that kind of thing, eventually in your job.
I hope so. Janet left home because she was frightened, didn't she?
More likely because she was skint. Maybe she had an electricity bill to pay. Goes nowhere, the benefit.
She had money before, though. I mean, she could afford to live round here before.
She had a man that was good to her. But he died. End of story.
A man that gave her a credit card.
I wouldn't know.
Stacey, please. Who was she scared of?
I never asked her. She'd have told me if I'd asked her. Some friend I turned out to be.
Dangerous because of the bad man who is holding it to your throat. So once again, what are you gonna do? Keep the gun close to your body and focus. Fiona. Continue. What's up?
I'll never be good enough.
You are already good. Only have to keep focus and strong.
But me, I'm weak and slow and scared and stupid.
Okay, so far, DNA's been successfully extracted from a total of 32 samples from the scene, yielding 6 profiles we can identify. Of those, 2 were Janet and Anwen, leaving 4. Tony Leonard, small-time drug dealer, 38. On the night of the murder, he was detained by Her Majesty at Brixton Prison, awaiting trial on another charge. Conway Lloyd, 25, persistent offender as a juvenile.
Registered informant of mine. But he's on his holidays in Lanzarote.
Aras Kalvaitas, 39, Lithuanian national.
Like the 999 caller.
The Mets have confirmed his association with the Baltic gang. Drugs, prostitution, the usual, operating until recently out of North London.
Boss, the women on the docks confirm those streets are currently out of bounds to British girls.
So, do we need to be asking, did Janet get caught up in a turf war? Sorry, Brad.
Okay. And finally, the helpful neighbour. We had no idea where they were. Thought they'd just gone on holiday.
Boss, I think I might have cocked up again.
All I'm saying is we need to think very carefully about how we interview Stacey.
Is that the Royal, we?
And we need to see her somewhere where she feels safe, at home.
She's a person of considerable interest, maybe even a suspect.
Known to Vice. Again, they thought she'd given up.
And you may have already compromised her evidence by failing to take a proper statement.
I know, and I hold my hands up, but boss, I'm honestly not sure she's going to talk to anyone else.
Can you work with this, Ellie?
You know me. Whatever gets the dinner on the table.
Don't rush it. Research her properly. Make sure you're ready.
I screwed up a lot in my first week, too.
Cups of tea, a friendly face, health advice, needle exchange, whatever we can do to help. But the best way for the women to keep safe is to look out for each other. And that's what Stacey and Janet did.
They both give up together.
Janet said she'd had enough. She wanted to go straight before her daughter was old enough to understand. Stacey, I think she got too old.
Give us that. You're daring fucking taste in my mouth tonight already. Karen, just better looking than that cocky bastard you brought in the other night.
Everyone's got the jitters. Sorry.
Karen! Karen! It was me the other night, watching Ellie and that cocky bastard. I'll know you next time. Look, who's everyone frightened of? Really? You're not frightened of us.
Me? I'm not frightened of any sort.
Shut up.
Because I don't go nowhere I didn't know to go.
On Calvitis' turf? Where can I find him? Marina.
We're looking through a boat registered under the name of Alice Calvitis. Yeah, I know it's late, but this is a murder investigation, so... Okay. We showed the harbour master a passport. The boat's called...
The Baltis.
We call this one into the boss.
Hello, Stacey? Hello, it's me, it's Fiona. You okay?
Safe and sound.
I'm halfway down my second bottle when I'm old enough to know better. Do you want to come over?
Look, we'll talk tomorrow, properly, with my colleague, and we'll do it all formally, and we'll get it right.
Do you know what really winds me up about you people?
It's just that we have rules about how we interview people, and I can't.
Yeah, right.
That's why you did such a good job with Christina.
Who's Christina? Stacey?
Sorry about last night.
Piss, I was in the snow this morning.
We'll see you in a bit.
Put the kettle on.
Ready to rock?
I stuck one division for 3 years.
Took me 9. 9 years of stupid little junkies, prolific offenders, the same faces coming in and out of the neck.
They wonder why cops end up hating the whole human race.
You looks after big boss.
Stacey? Stacey?
For God's sake, I spoke to her an hour ago.
Stacey!
I'll go around the back.
Oh, Stacey, hiya. God, you gave me a fright there. Stacey?
Okay, Fiona, get back, please. Step back. Sarge, you need to get down here. I've got a situation. I need an ambulance in the back of the team now.
If you blame yourself, then don't. Just don't.
In the Ripper inquiry, women died. That's why we have the rules, Fiona.
Okay, we'll move. Blame me instead.
Yeah, but they were your rules I was trying to obey, or I would have come straight round here last night. I could have been here with
Fiona,
her.
you're talking bollocks now and you're better than that.
Might just be dirt.
Stacey never had dirty fingernails in her life.
In that case, with luck, they may soon be able to confirm that your villain's nursing some scratches.
So this one fought back.
Briefly.
Boss is planning to fast-track the DNA test results on Stacey's fingernails.
Well, to tell us what we already know, that we're looking for the same man who killed Janet and Anwin. And how fast is fast?
A couple of days. I'm not sure it's a good idea you turning up here.
It was the least I could do. I left my pen. It's only me. I'm looking at your Holmes report into the air accident investigation branch.
Yeah, what a bloody goose chase that was.
They only found one body.
The pilot. He was wearing his life jacket, so he floated up. Physics, see? Whereas Rattigan, he...
Always refused a life jacket, yeah. He had 3 fixed penalty notices for refusing to wear a seatbelt in his Ferrari. Bit of a pattern there.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I suggest you go home, get some sleep. Don't come into work tomorrow.
I said I'm fine.
That's an order.
Police have identified a key suspect in the murders of Janet and Anwen Mancini and Stacey Edwards. Officers are looking for 39-year-old Lithuanian national Aras Kalvaitis. Police have confirmed that the 3 deaths are connected and are asking any witnesses.
Sorry to bother you, but I've got a bunch of flowers to deliver and just wanted to make sure I've got the right address.
Oh, that's lovely. 22 Richards Mews, MW6 9GV.
Oh, well, it'll be a lovely surprise. And it's Aisling...
Hargreaves. Thanks a million. Labas, this is Asia. You'll leave me a message, please, and I'll call. Iki pasimati, mamma. What is your emergency? You give me. I can't understand you, caller. They're dead. They're dead. Who's dead?
Took you long enough to find me. We're in the kitchen, straight through.
The fuck is this?
Well, it was going to be brunch, but it was so much later than I expected that I guess you'd have to call it Brinner. Tea or coffee?
Your governor know you're a thief?
What he doesn't know can't hurt him.
Coffee, black.
God, I don't know why I'm so hungry. Just come from the morgue. You think you're never going to eat again, and then suddenly...
Did you call anyone?
It was me that found the body. Stacey Edwards, she was called. You'll have seen it on the news.
Did you call anyone?
Someone lovely called Aisling.
That's my mother.
Oh, well, she's expecting some flowers in the morning. You might want to oblige. Your friend Asia. She sounds nice. You need to talk to her, Penry.
You've got her number. And that's right, you can't call her, can you? Because your boss will want to know where you got it from. And then you'll have to tell him that you stole a witness's phone. You really are in a mess, aren't you?
Yeah, well, that makes 2 of us in a mess. Or should I say 3? You, me, and Fletcher. Thanks for coming, Lev.
So it was a tactical decision. You choose not to strike him back.
No, I couldn't strike back. Couldn't move, couldn't think. Couldn't defend myself in my own house.
Show me. His name?
Penry. Bastard thieving. Wished he'd go and drown himself. Bastard boring Penry. He's not a bad person, really. I even quite like him.
I'm Penry. Long time ago, you tell me why you come to train in Krav Maga.
I'm frightened all the time.
Why?
Well, it's a scary place.
In your imagination.
What, like the Congo in your imagination, Lev? Like Ethiopia?
That was war. This is Cardiff.
These are from the Met's oboe in the smoke. Alice has got some friends as unpleasant as he is. What we don't know enough about yet is who his friends are down here. Did he win? The other guy?
Oh, I fell out of bed. Boss?
Can I send you home?
It's not safe at home. Beds with murderous intent.
You okay?
You've got a bit of evidence, potentially really strong. You've got it from a slightly dodgy source.
Yeah, it's not evidence, it's just intelligence. No earthly use in court, you'll have to stand it up another way.
If it's not so much the source itself that's dodgy, but the way you got hold of it.
Fiona?
There's Pride in Major Instant Room. Fiona? Someone called Asia?
Asia's the 999 caller. Sorry, day off.
Must be used to it. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
We came in our ordinary cars and we left them around the corner. And we don't look like police officers, so no one knows we're here.
I'll go home soon. My mother is sick and it's arranged. So please ask questions now.
So I'll see you the night of the 25th.
I'll go there with milk and bread and soap. She asked for soap. I go and the door is open. So I know already Janet is dead. think that the child is dead too.
Where does she live, your mum?
A little place in Highlands.
She'll be pleased to have you home.
She don't want me to come. She think I have a great job here. She asks all the time, are you married yet?
Your mum and my mum would get on very well. Asya, do you know this man?
His name is Aras Kalvaitis. I know him for many years.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Will you look at this for me?
Fiona, I've not seen this one.
Are you looking for Christina?
No.
Do you recognize anyone in this photo?
No one. Now you go, please. I have said everything.
Also say she's covering up for Calvitis because they're both Lithuanian. Who's Christina?
Stacey talked about someone called Christina.
Doesn't ring any bells for me.
We spoke to the 999 caller.
It was Asya, right? I knew it. She's a good girl.
Darren, did you know someone called Christina?
I haven't seen her for ages. Unusual face, I remember. You can see if you look, she had one blue eye and one brown.
Do you know Janet and Stacey, or?
Not friends, I don't think, but knew each other, sure. Girls go missing, especially the foreign girls, and you always hope they've just given up and gone home.
Thanks, Darren. If anyone asks, will you say that you persuaded Asya to talk to me? Not that anyone will ask.
Are you in trouble, Fiona?
Me? No. I'm motoring.
Fiona, listen.
On your left, Christina, who disappeared 2 years ago. She had one blue eye and one brown. And on your right, a woman who washed up on the Pembrokeshire coast 2 years ago, who no one ever identified, even though she too had one blue eye and one brown. She's our first victim. It's not Janet.
Fiona? Why did the 999 caller ask to speak to you personally?
Darren, the social worker, persuaded Asya to do the right thing.
You stand by that story?
Of course.
I know Darren. I've known her for years. So I asked her myself this morning.
Okay, it was an informant.
You've no informants registered.
It was a new one. It was one of the women. She didn't want to be named.
I will not tolerate my officers lying to me. The photographs you showed Asya and Darren are material you've not disclosed to the inquiry, that are therefore not evidential.
I'm sorry, I just...
One last chance, Fiona. Who brought Asya in?
Henry.
What did you promise him in return?
Nothing.
So why did he give you a number? The pen you dropped after Stacey Edwards' PME.
I wasn't ready to leave her like that. On her own, in the silence.
Stacey Edwards is dead. She doesn't care if 1,000 Welsh male voices start singing Sospen Bloody Vach in her ear. Fiona, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Thing. Okay, I took your phone. I can't believe I did that myself, but you're a police officer.
You have to know exactly how much shit you've dropped me in.
Pick up.
Pick up! Oh, God, I'm being fucking stupid.
Making it worse. That guy, the villain who ended your career, you were chasing him, weren't you? Hot pursuit, I read the report.
You were chasing him across the common, and he turned, and he had a gun, and you just kept on running straight at him, like some kind of idiot. Like me, Henry, that's just like me.
I never dubbed you into your boss, okay? And whatever wrong I've done in my life, I would never betray another copper.
That's 3 points and £60 fixed penalty.
You are joking.
Get out, Fiona. Get out of the car.
What? It's not enough that you dropped me right in it with the boss.
You're straight off the straight and narrow. He throws you off his team.
Oh, for my own good, was it? Thanks.
I'm driving you home. Boss's orders. Fiona, what are you, 14?
Hello, love.
Were found murdered in a squat in Houston last week. The family had previously been living across town in Newton Drive.
Terrible business.
It was here that
Makes you
their
frightened
neighbour,
to go out
Stacey
at
Edwards,
night.
who was 32,
He kills them in their own homes, Mum.
Oh,
That's supposed to make me feel better.
are connected and are asking any witnesses to
Now what have you been up to?
a search is underway for prime
Oh, how
suspect.
clumsy I am. Can't get her out of my head.
Of course you can't, love.
No, it's not like that. It's not a sentimental thing. Not even a horrible thing. It's just weird. I feel like I know her. Maybe it's just that I remember being that age. Wish I don't. I don't remember. 5 years old. I've been starting school. I've got my own little friends. I need to get home.
You said ring if she showed up. She showed up.
Thanks, Jimmy. I'm on my way.
You got here quickly. I've got a tip for you. The 2-10 at Wincanton.
Wasted on me, Jimmy.
Sport of Kings, you don't know your fetlocks from your withers.
We go find her. Come on, I can be your lovely assistant. Mrs. Rattigan. Lovely to see you again. I've just got a couple of questions. Fletcher!
Sarge, I think I just saw the scratches Stacey made on her killer's face.
Paul Fletcher, aged 47, is managing director of New Lighthouse in
Would I leave more than one bullet in there with a maniac like you on the loose? How are you, carrying it?
Dad, you bastard.
I can't hear you.
I said you're a fucking bastard.
There's not very much you let me do for you anymore.
Why are you here?
See, you hate me, but I love you. And when a little bird tells me that my little bird has got herself into hot water...
It's my job.
Go on. Drop shoulders. Soft hands. Don't tense up now. Ease the trigger, don't jerk it up. That's my go.
Fuck you, Dad. You paid for that boat out there 3 months after Brendan Rattigan died. I couldn't work that out. The money didn't come from him at all. It came from the man who took over from him. It came from Fletcher. It's a present. You can keep it. You can put it with the tickets to the races, and the silly car, and the boat you've never taken out to sea. Rattigan gave Janet a credit card, which was nice of him. But the first time she tried to use it, the bad man came calling. Why?
I don't know. Fletcher was out of his depth, panicking.
Well, so we bought you a boat so that you'd help him run the business that Rattigan left behind. The business, and the heroin, and the women who end up dead.
Where's this come from, Fiona? This rage inside you.
Shut the curtains, please. Shut the curtains.
What are you afraid of? What's wrong with you, Fiona? Herbal. Got it in special for you. Personally, I think it smells of wet dog.
It's a form of mental illness. It's like you're dead. It's like you're dead and nobody's noticed. Or they're pretending not to notice. And sometimes when you look in the mirror, you're not there because you're dead. Year in the loony bin. I was 16.
Well, I'm guessing it's not something you thought to mention when you were planning to join the police.
Yeah, they try quite hard not to recruit total nutters. Of course, now that I've told you, I'm gonna have to kill you. Don't put your key back in the rockery, yeah? As hiding places go, that was pathetic.
Sure, you hold on to them. Never knowing you might need them. I'll take the gun. Don't want anyone getting hurt.
You're going to lock me up, aren't you, T.C. Griffiths?
Yeah. Henry?
Fiona, it's Asia. We had a date. She was going to let me stay the night.
Must have disturbed them.
No, I'm thinking her mum's taking a turn for the worse. She's changed her ticket and she's jumped on a plane back to Lithuania, like sooner than she planned. So I think. These others. They're all dead.
Off on your holes. That's nice. Who are you going with? Anyone nice?
You're in my way.
Janet, Stacey, and Christina. It's a nice photo.
If you'll excuse me.
And then Asia missing. That's not so nice.
Just back off, will you? I don't know who or what you're talking about.
Why don't you ask that nice Mr. Fletcher for me? Your boyfriend, is he?
Don't be ridiculous. Fletcher's got all the enemies that Brendan had and only half the brains.
Fletcher killed Janet and Stacey, but who killed Christina? Christina? Disappeared 2 years ago. Do you ever wonder what happened to her? She was quite dead when they threw her in the sea. If that's any consolation. You see, you die on dry land, you get this nasty horizontal line across your eyes where the air gets in and dries them all out. Christina's lovely blue and brown eyes, completely ruined.
I expect you'll find Fletcher at the lighthouse.
They haven't seen him at the shipping company for days.
The old lighthouse. Gone fishing, they used to call it, the pair of them. Such good mates, him and Fletcher. Always nipping off fishing together. I used to say to Brendan, one of these days it might be nice if he came in with some fish.
The old lighthouse. The one where Fletcher and Rattigan used to go fishing.
I never went with them. I don't like fishing. It's all risk assessment, budget heads, and operational planning while we're all sitting around on our arses.
Tell me where the old lighthouse is and I can get back there.
What do you think he's going to do when he sees a lot of blue flashing lights? Fassie's not already dead. We're just signing our death warrant.
That's a reckless decision and does not have my approval.
I didn't feel I had a choice, boss, if I'm going to prevent further casualties.
I need a risk assessment.
So one minute you're a hero with a letter of commendation from the Home Secretary, and the next minute, bang, out on your ear with only the annual dinner dance to remind you of your glory days.
Yeah, well, you missed out on a bit about the pay and the operations that didn't work and the flashbacks.
And the loneliness. Asia made it all better, didn't she? She's the girl you followed all the way to Wales.
Yeah, well, I'm going to crown a witness, Babs. Do you think it'll work? So I was thinking, Janet gets nowhere with the credit card. So she goes to Fletcher, she gets nowhere with him. She's still skinned. What does she do?
She reminds him what she knows about him. Blackmail. That never works.
Fiona! Fiona!
Come on. Let's go.
Fiona!
I'm not sure the gun's a good idea, Mr. Fletcher.
It's not my fault. I'm not good with guns. I'm not good with any of it.
I know. Mr. Rattigan always expecting you to do his dirty work.
Just shut up,
We're going to do this properly. So, I'm arresting you for murder. You do not have to say anything that may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Janet tried to blackmail you. Stacey had a big mouth.
Grateful bitches, the pair of them.
Meredith. 13. What did Christina do wrong?
She laughed at it.
Laughed at Brendan Rattigan.
That's not on, is it? To be fair, not when he's paid.
Boss, they're gonna find my fingerprints on the gun.
I did wonder why David Penry was packing a 2-inch barrel with a pearlized handle. Fiona, I'm not happy. I don't like heroics.
Oh, you don't like arrests?
I love arrests, don't get me wrong. But not half as much as I love my officers staying alive. If they can manage it.
You haven't noticed that a person can be alive and dead at the same time. Isn't that what it feels like when your heart's broken?
The boss wants me to drive you home.
Is it okay if I don't ask you in?